What is up, my beautiful viewers? Today we're going to be ranking my videos. Alright, Europe vs. Asia Part 7 C tier. Because I said so. I would have put it in D unless it was for the song. PB Corruption Art Part 4. C tier, it's kind of mid. Me vs. My Friend Group Part 1. B tier, it's honestly one of the best, so... PB Corruption Art Part 3. Definite C tier. PB Corruption Art Part 2. B tier. PB Corruption Art Part 1. B tier. Europe vs. Asia Part 6. C tier. I forget what video this is, but probably a B tier. It's probably me versus Extractal versus Pikachu Fan 659 versus EH5 edits. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Europe versus Asia Part 5. This one isn't too bad in my opinion, so probably a B. Part 4 of Europe versus Asia, B. My POV, honestly, probably a D tier. POV the Z virus comes to life, definitely D tier. Part 3 of Europe versus Asia, B tier. Russia in a war, roughly a C tier. Europe vs. Asia Part 2 it belongs in C tier. First one is a definite B tier. The first Europe vs. Asia one, definitely. I think this is me versus... I think this is the one. I'm probably thinking about someone else in that one, but B tier. My Friend Group Does Your Dares. Honestly, y'all haven't even came up with a single dare, but A tier. I changed Asian borders. The most liked comment does it. Probably a C. Aspen Marley gets figure and they attack. Yeah, honestly A tier. This one was actually by Aspen Marley, though I kind of just cut it into a YouTube short. Time flies. That edit is a B tier. Me versus Extractal, B tier roughly. It's pretty accurate. Country Balls viewer voting episode 3, I believe this one is. Probably a C tier. Instagram versus YouTube versus TikTok, A tier. It's probably the best. One of them anyway. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Alright. Part 2 of Country Balls viewer voting. Honestly, probably a C. Meet the Artists. Definitely A tier. My most viewed video, A tier. Even though it's Among Us, I don't care. In my opinion, part 1 of Country Balls viewer voting is an A tier. Australia wears Russia's granddad's clothes. Probably just a C tier in my opinion. English family art, definitely an A tier. This one I needed to improve, so probably C tier. This one was just to say thank you for the support, guys, so probably a B tier. This was the animes versus other animes. Honestly, I forgot that there was none real life because it was what anime do you belong in? Probably a B tier. Otherwise, I would have put it in an A tier if I didn't mess up. This one is also a B tier because this one was as of like early 2023. Like before now, but like this is as of now. This one was pretty good, B tier. This one was just a shout out, so probably an E tier. This one was news about my cats, so C tier. Roughly, this is my face reveal, so B tier. People who say this is cringe, you are literally the cringy. Among Us viewer voting, honestly, B tier. This one was roughly kind of bad. I'm saying it's kind of mid, but not exactly mid. Though it was good too. This one's basically just based on BFDI, so E tier. This one is a definite E tier because I have nothing else to say about this besides the fact that it is something to do with me being a 6-year-old. Alright, we're actually onto the videos now, not the YouTube shorts. Alright, my FNAF characters tier list, A tier. I think this belongs in A tier, so yeah. FNAF Security Breach viewer voting 2 is a B tier. Roughly, there was only one vote on the survey, and once again, I am making that video, like, in a little bit. Roughly a little bit. So, yeah. What? Oh, wait, what? You could check that out right now. But I'll delete it in, a little bit. But, this one, I was in an Aspen Molly livestream, honestly gets a B tier. I was pretty funny in that one, so FNAF Security Breach voting 1 definitely goes in B tier. Circus Baby X Freddy, probably pretty cringe, but not the worst, so probably D tier. Gosh, go in D. Oh my god, go in D. Go in D. Go in freaking D. Alright, that is where you belong. Among Us Plush 5. This one didn't get very many views, but A tier. Because it was my 5th and probably one of my most requested videos to do. It's A tier, not B tier. Oh my gosh. Alright. Stop copying me, Liam YT Studios. This guy hasn't replied or anything to this, so A tier. Among Us Horse Mode, definite A tier. I really liked that. Alright. Among Us in general, B tier. Honestly, I'm putting this as pretty mid because y'all don't believe that this is good, but yeah. Where are my viewers from? D tier. It was shocking to find that there was so many people old that actually liked my channel. Exposing their hate video, Extractals Cousins. Yeah, definitely an A tier. Right. Someone draws my avatar, B tier. It was good art, but the video had no sound. Otherwise, I would have put it in A tier if it did. Country Balls Rap Battles Part 1, Dark vs. China gets a C tier. It is roughly one of the worst in C tier. This one was a response to a roast, so definitely A tier. Liam the Gamer Plays. Honestly, Liam the Gamer Plays was pretty good for part 1. Might do part 2 soon. T-Dog's Battle 1, B tier. Roughly, it's pretty good, though I kind of did a bad job at it. BFLW 1 Spin to the Finish. Honestly, this is just a copy of what I have done. BFB Battle, E tier. Kind of cringe. This one's probably kind of cringe in my opinion. This one is a definite A tier. A Shake Rumble. Zuba with music in the background definitely gets an A tier. Roughly, this isn't too bad for a tier list of all my 84, not including this one, videos. Like, oh my gosh. Among Us Plush. Was this the original? I'm pretty sure this is the original. Among Us Plush was pretty good, though, aside from the point that I had bad voice acting at the time, so B. My first ever Among Us video gets a C tier. There was no sound, and if it wasn't Among Us, I would put it in D tier. Among Us Plush 4 trailer. This one was just a trailer, so C tier, I guess. Among Us Plush 3. Hold on, did I? Hold on. Alright, C tier, I guess. Yes, Among Us Plush 2. Definitely a C tier. Now, actually, you know what? I'm gonna move that to D tier. Oh my gosh, I'm not begging for mercy here, but kind of weird. Yes, the original gets an A tier. The third one would also be very good, though. This is the first one we're talking about. Switching games, lol, A tier. Teapot Roblox sort of movie. I don't know. I didn't know what this one really was, so C tier. Lego Peace Among Us is a E tier. Roughly, it's probably my worst video, though. I do hold the record for shortest video ever. I pretty much do. Marble Race Part 1 E tier. This one was kind of trash. BFLW 3 was only 9 seconds. But besides that, C tier. BFLW 2 1 second, so A tier. I'm pretty sure this is the shortest video ever on YouTube. OWB Battle Part 1, The Journey Begins. I didn't know it. I forget what OWB even stood for. Battle for Liam's World. Again, this is basically a copy, but this one was the original, basically. BFB Battle Part 1. Didn't I already rank this? Or, like... Okay, whatever. I'm gonna just put this in E tier. BFB Infinity War was inspired, so C tier. It was inspired by a different YouTuber, so C tier, definitely. Alright, this one is a rough D tier, or C tier, I don't know. D tier, I guess. This is the second one. D tier, roughly. I didn't even let anyone vote. This one, I'm probably gonna put this one in D tier. There's too many in C to put it in C, in my opinion. Funny Sonic video, not very good, but roughly pretty good. Though not that good. Five Nights at Freddy's Battle for Liam's World Part 3. Five Nights at Freddy's Battle Part 3. This one goes in D. This is probably the worst out of D tier. In my opinion, it was basically just a YouTube short that I randomly put in. Five Nights at Freddy's Battle for Liam's World Part 1. Again, this is Part 1, so D tier, and this one E tier. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.